I remember when we were back in Korea, you always looked kind of tired and overworked during the calls. You just seem so much happier and more well balanced where you are now.
True, true. I was burned out in Korea, but now everything is peaceful, balanced, happy, and I feel thankful every single day, every single moment.
As a working mom, Jiyoung was overwhelmed in Korea. She had to stay at the office till 11 p.m. most nights and barely had any time with her husband and 5-year-old son. She knew something had to change, and it did. Shortly after joining the Career Accelerator program, she accepted an offer for a senior marketing analyst position in the Netherlands, where her life is completely different. She can leave the office by 5 p.m., has plenty of time to enjoy with her family, and is earning more than she ever did in Korea. In this video, she shares a little bit more about her journey and some important advice for any Korean parents hoping for a better life abroad. Enjoy. Okay, well, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down for this call, Jiyoung. It is always good seeing you. Can you start by just kind of telling people how we met back in 2020?
Yes, sure. I think I was working, but then I saw your message through LinkedIn. And then when I was looking into your LinkedIn message, I thought this is it. This is the English class that I needed to accelerate my career. I did speak certain English, but then it was not enough to get to the professional level. When it comes to a certain level of seniority, then it's not the work skill, but it's the how we communicate with others. So that was the time when
True,
I thought like
true.
this is the right time to start again my English class and then make sure that I speak professional English.
Absolutely, yeah. So we worked on your English for a while. You definitely made some big improvements. And then you told me I got an opportunity to go abroad,
True.
or at least you really wanted to go abroad. So early 2022, what motivated you to want to get a job internationally?
Okay, there were several reasons. First of all, I had very bad work and life balance back then. My company
Mhm,
didn't let me go home until 11 p.m. 3 times a week. So
mhm.
door to door, it was 1 hour. So I would arrive like by midnight. And the next day I leave home early. So I was not able to see my son. And then my son was crying one day saying like, Mom is coming home late because she does not love me anymore. And then I was also very tired. So that was the one of the reason that I thought that I need better work and life balance. And then we thought that moving to abroad and then coming to Netherlands could be a way to balance work and life and then make sure that we have more quality time as a family than in Korea. So we started to look for a job, and then we got this opportunity. But then also, my son was reaching 5 years old, and then we thought that now is the time to make him continue education in English because now his
Yeah,
Korean
yeah.
was pretty solid. He was already able to write and read in Korean, and then we thought that now it's a good time to start him educating in English.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think everything you just said will definitely resonate with a lot of Korean parents.
True, so true. It's very hard to balance work and life in Korea.
Mhm,
It's extremely,
mhm.
extremely difficult.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thankfully, you don't have to balance it anymore. Seems like things are a lot better for you now.
Yes.
So, can you kind of explain to people what we did as far as our program goes?
Sure, sure. So when I started to actively look for jobs, I came to a challenge. Uh, I was not confident with my resume. I was confident with my achievement, but then I was not confident with the style English style that I used in my resume. I wanted to look it very, very professionally because the resume is the first impression I'm going to make with the recruiters. So
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
I needed native English speaker, but also who know how to write perfect resume. And then that was you.
Mhm.
So we had several sessions going reviewing resume together, and then it after your review and then after we improved it together resume looked so good, and then I think I start to get more interviews than before with your resume. So true.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
after I got some interview arrangement, we practiced interview in English, and then that helped me so much because without preparation, I would get always excited. I would go too fast, or I would mumble, or
Yes,
I
yes.
would choose incorrect vocabularies. But with your practice, with like sample questions, I could prevent being too nervous or too excited. But then I was more prepared, and then I was able to answer questions in more professional way and more natural way. I could act as if I haven't memorized, but then I'm speaking naturally. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
100%. Yeah.
so helpful.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, as soon as we started talking, as we were building your resume about all your achievements, like you said, I knew you were completely qualified for the positions you were applying for. It's just being able to sell yourself and show that value so other people recognize it.
Right, right, right. I didn't want to use broken English with my resume. I wanted to look it very, very professionally,
Mhm.
because that's the first impression that I'm going to make, and then that will last for a longer time. And then you help
It
that.
tends to. Absolutely, yeah. So thankfully, everything worked out. Let's talk a little bit about where you are now with your job, with your life. So, what were the results of our program?
So now I am in Netherlands. I've been here for 7 months now. And life here is really, really great. Netherlands, they speak Dutch, but then they also speak very good level of English, like everywhere, everybody.
Mhm.
So life here it's been great, and then even the company is very, very international. There are around 250 people, but also around like 20 nationalities. So it's very
Oh,
international
wow.
environment. And then work has been going very well. I am being recognized. I got a raise recently, and then I got a permanent contract.
Congratulations.
So life here can be better. So if I compare my life back in Korea to here, like everything is way, 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 way better. It's not comparable.
Hmm.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm. And with my son, especially now, he's in international school, and now he's learning English naturally and then picking up English very fast.
Hmm. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
singing English songs.
Very nice, very nice. You'll have to film that sometime and send me one of his songs.
Sure, I will do that, and then he'll be very happy to see you. So
I know, I kind of miss him. It's been a while. He used to pop his head in the room every time we had class.
true, true.
So you definitely said your life's better here, and it seems that way. More specifically, as far as work-life balance goes, what are some of the biggest differences in the
Mm,
Netherlands versus your old life in Korea?
I see. So Netherlands in general, they they value family time, and they value work and life balance.
Mhm.
Uh, Everybody go home when it comes like 5 p.m. They think having dinner with family at 6 p.m. is very important. So everybody leaves at 5 p.m. So no one need to do over hour working. And then company also
That's great.
values working just agreed time. No one forces me to work over hour. And then
Mhm.
that's the most important thing. And then here, they have unlimited holiday policy. So last 7 months of working, I've been already using around 25 days off, all paid,
Wow.
and then
Paid days off. That's awesome.
paid, and then I can use another more days if I want, even when I haven't
Mhm.
reached 1 year, which is impossible in Korea.
Definitely. Yeah.
Definitely. So while I was working, I could attend all the school event. I went to my son's sports
Yeah.
day, like first sports day. I was taking half leave and then went to sports day, and then there are more events coming, and then I was able to attend all the event, and then no one gave me pressure in company. Like no one gave me pressure like, hey, where are you going? No one says like, okay, it's your family, go and enjoy your family and then come back later.
That's got to be such a wonderful change
That is
compared to seeing your son cry at 11:30 p.m. because you never get to spend time with him.
yes, yes.
Okay, got a few more questions. Kind of just going back to our program really
Sure.
fast. Was there anything we did that you thought was especially valuable or helpful?
I liked every single class that we had because you were also motivating me personally as well.
Mhm,
You
mhm,
encouraged me, and then you shared many other people's success story, how they have advanced their career, and then how they moved to US, how they moved to other global companies like Google and Facebook, and then that also
mhm.
motivated me a lot. And then that's the time when I had confidence, like yes, with Grant, I can be one of them. So you only didn't teach me English into the another professional level, but also you motivated me, and then you were keep encouraging me that I can do it, and then you did it when I was reviewing JD's, reviewing resume, and then going through the interview until I get the final offer letter. That
Awesome.
was
Well,
huge.
I really appreciate hearing that, and I'm so happy how everything worked out for you. I re- I remember when we were back in Korea, you always looked kind of tired and overworked during the calls. You just seem so much happier and more well balanced where you are now.
True. I was burned out in Korea, but now everything is peaceful, balanced, happy, and I feel thankful every single day, every single moment.
That is awesome, and you it is well deserved because of
Thank
everything you've
you.
done.
Thank you. You helped me a lot.
Absolutely. Well, I really appreciate that. So I think a lot of people are gonna see themselves in your story. Maybe they're stuck where you were
Mhm.
before. They're overworked. They
Mm.
want a better life for themselves. They want a better life for their children. So, what advice would you have to Koreans watching this who really hope they can do what you've done?
If I can do, everybody can do. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
trust me. Back in my high school, I was not a grade student. I was like C, C, F, F, C, sometimes like D, or even not even on ABC. So
Mm-hmm.
if I can do, everyone can do it. So it's not a most difficult thing in the world. Um, that's one thing. And then I want to say it's not late.
Yes, yes.
It's not late. In Korea, there are many people say like, "Oh, okay, you're 20, you should get a job, and then you should get married at 30, and then oh, you should get child, and then you should buy a house in 40." There are so many rules
Mm-hmm.
and so many expectations, which doesn't make sense. But here, like no one really cares if I'm working mom, if I'm 40 or if I'm 30. They don't really care. Everybody value having a good life and good work regardless of the which nationality, regardless of the education level, that doesn't really matter. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not late. Whether you're in 30s or 40s, it's never late. Just prepare your English and then look for a JD and then go through the interview and then you will get an opportunity outside of Korea and then have beautiful life. And last thing, I would really recommend to join grant program. There are so many English program, but they are not really focused with the career development. They are not really focused for you to build your professional career. But grant program is very focused on career development and then adds so much value into it. Grant knows how to deal with business environment, how to tackle resumes, how to tackle difficult interviews. So I would definitely recommend grant program because other English classes, they are just focused on maybe daily English, not much adding value to the career or professional point of view. I've been to
Mm-hmm.
many English classes, but the only program that I would highly recommend is grant program. So grab him before someone else grab him. Move fast.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that, Jiyoung. Yeah, well, thank you again for your time and sharing your story. And again, just not even as one of my clients, just genuinely as a friend, I am so happy with how everything worked out with you. You totally deserve the awesome work and life balance you have now. And
Thank you.
you should be very proud of everything you've accomplished.
Thank you. Yeah, without you, it must be difficult. And then I would like to take this moment to say thank you. Thank you, Gran, for helping me and then helping me setting up beautiful life here.
I love that. Absolutely.
If you feel stuck at a job that doesn't value you, forces you to work ridiculous hours, and prevents you from spending quality time with your family, Don't worry, it does not have to be that way forever. You're 100% capable of doing exactly what Jiyoung did. You just need the right plan. Check out the link below to learn more about the Career Accelerator program, and we will make your dream happen together.